I swear I am this close to completing Football Manager. Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by the good people at FM20. Today we're reviewing season number 15 of the Wolverhampton Wonderkids. It's been a roller coaster ride, and thanks for joining me if you've been with me since the very start. Wow. First of all, and second of all, thanks very much. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, support us on Patreon if you really want to. All sorts of goodies over there. Now, FM21 is coming out soon, and we don't have long left with the Wolverhampton Wonderkids. I make it, let me just do a quick bit of maths here, 3 more episodes after this one. So it's been emotional. You can see Ali Smith here on the side of your screen. He's been one of the standout things to happen to us on the journey. One of the best players that I've ever seen in Football Manager. Certainly the best regen I've ever seen. He's 29 now. He was English, but now he's Dutch, which is weird. But he started off English, but he must have qualified for the Dutch national team. He's had 77 caps now, 47 goals. He's an absolute hero. So cheers to you, Ali Smith. We'll go through the season review now today. Season number 15. We'll see how he performed. This is the first season, by the way, where Mikel Arteta has done absolutely everything bar transfers. So we made a few transfers ins and outs at the start of the season. Then we delegated the whole season out to the assistant. And we checked up on the final day. So it'll be really interesting. I've obviously had a little sneak peek, but it will be really interesting for you guys, I think, to see how he's done and how we're developing in terms of our management strategy. Are we confident handing over the reins to Mikel next season? So here it is. We're going to say goodbye to Ali Smith with all those 17s and 18s and 19s and 20s, and we'll have a little look at our squad. So it's largely the same as last season. And apologies last week, by the way, we didn't get a video up for you guys last week. This video would have been up last week, but things got in the way, unfortunately. But this was largely the same squad as last season. We promoted a few players up into the first team, such as Enzo Delarue. He's gotten a lot better. Crossing, acceleration, pace, passing is very good as well. He got a little spot on it on the right wing there, that attacking midfield right position. Not sure if he had so many games last season. My head's obviously in the way there. Let me move that out of the way for you guys. Maybe better off down here for the majority of the video. He only had 9 appearances last season. So this season he had 23. He scored 4 goals and 2 assists. So he's not got goals and assists coming out of his backside. And his average rating isn't great. But he is a youngster. He's done quite well. He's only 20. 20-year-old Frenchman there on the right wing. This is my team now, actually. I should be showing you what Mikel's team was. So if I have a little look here, selection info, we can see who played the most games. So Sega's then had the most games. Obviously, he was playing that attacking midfield centre role, just to give you a little idea of the tactic. Here it was. So it's a 4-2-3-1. Mikel Arteta, incidentally, had no control of their tactics. We needed him to play ours. Fatty, second most games, probably playing on the inside forward left position, but I assume playing up front a lot as well, because of the amount of goals he has actually scored this season. You can see here. He's played 64 games, scored 48 goals. Fatty scored, Ali Smith scored 49 actually, so that inside forward position and that striker position have done really well for us. So Fatty and Ali Smith there in terms of goals. We'll go through the tactic a little bit more in detail later. And as you know, all the tactics are up on Patreon for the Patreons, updated every single month. Garcia then. A lot of games for Garcia in that box-to-box role, no doubt. That's where I would play him. Hopefully Mikel Arteta has got the same idea there. Yamas as well. There's the 2 centre midfielders nailed on. Daniel Hoy at centre-back, scored 2 goals. Garcia, 6. 2 goals, 3 assists. 15 assists there from Ali Smith and 24 from Fatty. 48 goals and 24 assists is insane. Kyrgyzstan right back, Del Hertz left back. Actually scored 5 goals from left back. De Holtz. Crossing 16 now. He's 29 years old. So with four episodes left, are we going to get 4 seasons? We probably won't get 4 seasons out of this now because they might have a couple of cup finals which we want to play. But it'd be interesting to see if these guys last. People like De Holtz. Bergman, he must have stepped in then to play that role more often than not alongside Daniel Hoy this season. Really good stats there from Bergman. Powerful centre-back. 43 games, 2 goals. And that's it for now. As far as the squad's concerned, what we want to look at and what I'm sure you want to look at is the transfers. Now, we haven't been that busy, but we've done a bit of business. If you remember last season, there was a guy who we wanted to sign, but we didn't. This year we got him. There he is, Robbie Bain. 28.5 million we picked him up for. From Arsenal. Midfielder, defensive midfielder, deep lying playmaker. He's got vision and passing, decisions, first touch, stamina, balance. Quite good across the board. And then one for the youth team as well, Mustafa Kane. For the youth setup, 17 years old, very, very promising. That potential ability. But nowhere near the first team really yet. He's playing for the under-23s. Stark then left the business, left the company, left the project. He was good, he was decent, but he never really had the end product in terms of finishing or crossing for us. So reluctantly we let him go for quite a small fee, to be fair. You see this graph there isn't very attacking. But again, 11 appearances for Seville, and scores 1 goal. It's not really Wolverhampton Wonderkids standards, is it? And then you've got 30 appearances there with 2 goals. For Wolves, I mean, that says it all really, doesn't it? We gave him 30 games and he scored 2 goals, made 3 assists. Compared to the 20-year-old Frenchman, who played in predominantly probably the same position. Enzo Delarue. We'll do a comparison. I mean, Delarue's graph kind of kills him. Apart from aerial, Stark was quite good aerially, as it seems. Didn't really realise that. So compare their overview, compare their attributes, compare their stats then. This season. For the club, 11 appearances and they were all off the bench. 1 goal, 38, 8 goals. Okay, smashed it already, hasn't he? Let's be fair. Unfortunately, we can't compare different seasons. Goals per 90 minutes though. Stark edges that with his 1 goal off the bench. Assists per 90 minutes. Stark didn't even get any assists. Pass completion ratio, you get the idea. It's absolutely smashed it compared to Stark. So that was a good decision, it turns out, in hindsight. Transfer, oh, you saw it. Did you see it? Transfers. Grady joins Barcelona. Free transfer. He's going for a free. He's going for a free. He's another one who there it is. We lost control, couldn't get his contract signed, couldn't get it done in time, and he's gone. He was, albeit, a backup left back, but we don't want to see any of these lads go, to be fair. We buy them for a reason. I suppose Stark, obviously, if they're not good enough, they do go. But he was good enough. And it was our fault that he's left, so we live and learn. So, sorry, back to the transfer screen then. We're losing, getting distracted. So, Kane and Bain came in. Kane and Bain came in, Stark went out. Okay, so that is probably the smallest transfer spend we've had ever in our whole 15 seasons. 36 million, spent 72 the season before. Oh, we spent nothing the season before that. Spent absolutely nothing the season before that. And we sold 65 million. Love it. 31, oh, I'm sorry, that is this season. Hold on. That's not reporting on the right season. Kane and Bain. It just looks so similar to Kane and Bain, I guess. Zaros and Delarue. Oh dear. Anyway, I digress. So that's the squad. Let's have a little look at how we performed, okay? There it is. We won the league, we won the Premier League this year, and we won the FA Cup. We've done the double. Wolverhampton Wonderkids, they did the double. Mikel Arteta, it's all down to Mikel and the boys. They won the Super Cup. They lost the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Chelsea over 2 legs. And we also got knocked out of the Champions League by Chelsea over 2 legs. Now that is becoming our bogey/grudge team. So we'll see what we can do against Chelsea next season. Hopefully we can smash them. So we'll look at the schedule here. We'll see how it all transpired. The start of the season, absolutely excellent. We smashed Real Madrid 6-0 in the Club World Championship. So that's another trophy under our belts. Didn't lose a game in pre-season, but then we draw with West Ham in our first game in the league away. But then we beat Huddersfield in the Europa Super Cup. Wow, look how good Huddersfield are getting. So that's what's happened there. Some great results: a 7-0 against Schalke for Mikel Arteta and the boys. Ali Smith, Fati, Seggers, Greenwood, all scoring at least 2 goals each. Greenwood with a hat-trick. We weren't sure. I wasn't sure if letting Dembele and Gelhardt go was the right thing to do, because there's 2 players in one position. But it seemed to have worked out okay. Greenwood steps into that position as a backup generally, mostly, and as centre forward as a backup generally, mostly. And he's 32, but he's class. Done really well. Garcia then and Llamas. So a very strong team. They beat Schalke 7-0. Carabao Cup 4th round against Colchester 5-1. FA Cup 3rd round against Derby 3-1. 2 3-0s on the bounce there. 1 at Old Trafford. We do really well at Old Trafford actually, this Wolves team. Ali Smith Greenwood goes back to his old stomping ground. And Garcia all with a goal there. Great performance from the lads. I don't recognise a single player from this Man United team. No, at this point, everybody is a regen. 15 seasons in. And there it is. Lost to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. And another loss to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. 1-0 defeat. Not a big performance from anybody on our team. They play a 4-4-2. Eddie Sargent, who we nearly signed a few seasons back. He's 30 now. Christ. 7 seasons back then, we would have nearly signed him. He's excellent, obviously. I think that was before we signed Ali Smith, actually. He nearly was the Ali Smith of this series. Reece James then, let's have a look at how he's developed. 34 crossing. Very good mentally. He's lost a bit of pace though. He's now old. He's an old man. Okay. So that was followed by another loss then at Tottenham, unfortunately. But it's okay. We won the league. We allowed a couple of losses. They bought John Cousins, a regen from Newcastle, who we were thinking, we didn't really nearly buy him, but we were thinking about buying him because he's a highly rated homegrown player. Good at crossing, good at dribbling. We did nearly buy John Cousins on a couple of occasions, to be fair. Some great results then. 4-0 at West Ham, 2-0 at Arsenal. A lot of wins in a row there. And we lost to Liverpool in the league. They play a 4-5-1. That's how scary Wolves are. People play 4-5-1 against us. And then the Carabao, the Champions League semi-final against our now arch rivals, Chelsea. And they didn't have a great game, to be fair. Fatty scores a pen and Reece James scores... Oh, not again. Reece James in the 90th minute. Again. Is this deja vu? Have you guys seen this before? What is going on there? Okay. And we win the league. We wrap it up in style with a 5-0 and a 4-0. Goals from a lot of different players there. Delarue gets his goal off the bench by the look of it. Ali Smith gets one on 43 minutes. Hoy from centre back. The left back gets a goal and Seggers gets a goal as well. FA Cup final then was against Man City and we won that comfortably 3-0. Ali Smith, Fatty. I got a feeling, did we stream these games? Not stream. Did we play these games on YouTube? I can't even remember that. It's been a while since I picked up this game. I don't think we did. I think the last games we played were Real Madrid. The last games we played live on screen. Let's have a quick look, see if I can figure this out quickly. Last season. I have to move my head. Sorry if that gets you guys a little bit dizzy when I do that. The Liverpool World Club Championship. Oh, we won that, by the way. Last season. We won the World Club. Oh no, that was a quarter-final. We did win it against Real Madrid, though. We've seen that. Yeah, that was it. Juventus Champions Cup final. We played that live, right? Or did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so that's how this season panned out. We've done really, really well. Let's have a little look at the league. See some of the stats. So we played 38 games. We got 95 points. We scored. There's a goal difference of 6. Oh God, gotta move it again. Maybe I should just keep it down here forever. 95 points. Goal difference of 61. We only conceded 17, which is the best in the league, and we scored 78, which is the best in the league as well. Have a look at our player stats. We do like to look at the player stats. Appearances, no, we don't care about those. We want to look at goals. Shots on target. I'm not too comfortable on the screen, guys. I don't know if you noticed. But if we look at player stats overview, top goal scorer, yeah, Fatty, 24. If I click on that, that will surely open up the goals scored. Because that's what we want to see, right? Goals scored. Shots, then. Let's look at shots. Shots, Ali Smith, 203 shots, 21 goals. But who's top goals? Oh, sorry, Fatty, 24 goals, 157 shots. Ali Smith took 203 shots, 34 appearances, 203 shots. In contrast, Hugo Romalo from Chelsea had 157 shots and only scored 18. So he knows the better finisher, don't we? Are there any real players left? Sebastian Esposito playing for Everton. He's 31. Wow. Esposito then, 113 shots, 12 goals, 261 minutes per goal. So nowhere near Ali Smith, let's be fair. Morgan Rogers, he looks like a real player. He is. Attacking midfield centre, Man City. Never seen this guy before. Looks like he's got West Brom top on. Pretty decent. Morgan Rogers. Any other real guys? No, it's not. Oh, Troy Parrott, he is 32 years old. Good finishing, good composure. Advanced forward, how did he do? 32, 83 shots and 8 goals. Nowhere near, is it, to be fair? Nowhere near. So that's the player stats for you. Man of the matches is another one I'd like to have a look at. Where's that? Player detailed. Shots. Player overview. Usually have man of the match, don't they? I'm not going to spend too long on this, guys. If I can't find it, it's just going to be a bit of a drag. And games without conceding. Wolves 4 games without conceding. Top games without losing. Man United 13 in a row. Okay, so that's that. Schedule we've looked at, the tactics. This is the Wolves Gegenpress reset. So I think I reset this tactic this year. You know when you've got a tactic and you make so many tweaks to it that you don't really know what's going on anymore. So that's, for me, that's when you have to reset. Go back to basics a little bit and just almost start from scratch. But I usually try and keep my set pieces from before just by loading them back in. So this is the Wolves Gegenpress reset. Like I say, if you're a patron, you can download these things. They get updated every week. If it's a specific tactic if you're a patron and there's a specific tactic you want which isn't up there, just let me know. I'll get it over to you. Team reports. I like to look at the old squad depth. A beautiful feature which I wasn't aware of until quite recently is that you can actually change these. Now that to me is beautiful. Just a lovely thing which I like. But that was the team. We've been through the team, really, haven't we? So have a little look at the staff. We know Mikel Arteta did a great job managing the team. We know that. He's done absolutely excellent. Dan Ashworth, he's still the head of development. We've delegated a lot out. Last season we did a bit too much. So we've reined back a little bit. But we do want to continue with this next year and give Mikel Arteta another bite of the cherry, really. See if he can get that treble. If Mikel Arteta can get the treble on his own, I think I've completed Football Manager. So, development centre then, just to finish off, we'll have a look at the finances because they are excellent, by the way. The transfer budget is 424 million. 424 million. The wage budget is 5 million. The overall balance, I mean, the income this year, let's delve into this, shall we? Let's delve into the finances a little bit. So the income this season is £503 million. Last season was actually £658 million. So if we look at this season, gate receipts was top. Players sold. Then season tickets. Where's TV money in there? TV revenues, there you go. Why is that not? Okay, there we go. That's more like it. So sponsorship was top this season, 146 million. TV revenues 115 million. Prize money was 114 million. Compare that to the last season. Sponsorship was just a little bit less. TV revenue was way more. So that's interesting why we got less TV revenue this season and more last season. So that's something which I'm not too sure about, to be honest with you. Prize money was bigger last season because we won that Champions League, I guess. So that's it. That's the income expenditure. This season, 191 million on wages. That is what it is. Bonuses 87 million. Last season we spent more on wages, so we have succeeded in cutting the wage budget, and we spent around about the same on bonuses, a little bit less. Transfers this season only 48 million. Last season we spent 112 million. Transfers. So that's a little look into our finances. The overall balance is 233. Is that million? 233,659,208 pounds. That has not dipped into zero ever. I mean, since we took the club over, probably. It goes back to 2029 there. So we've been doing very well financially. I mean, this approach is always going to do well for you, I think, financially. Go for young players. Young players are always going to cost less than players in their prime. You develop them. Sometimes you sell them on for a profit. And all the times you will sell them on for a profit, really, if you manage them correctly. That's a nice little segue into the development centre then. I don't like that screen. We're going to this screen. This is what the under 23s is looking like. So it's looking quite full, which is good. We don't want it any fuller than that. Move the head out of the way for you guys today again. Ones to watch. Everhart, 17-year-old striker. Richard Rees, another 17-year-old striker. Mustafa Kane, who is a new signing. Guess how old he is and where he plays. That's right. He's a 17-year-old striker. 18-year-old striker. One to watch. Fluge, he's been there for a couple of years. Nothing much to say about midfield and defence, really. No one who's really stepping up that much. Bob Curtis looks like he could be a potential player for the first team. No one else really looks like they're good enough there. The under 18s isn't really much to speak about in the under 18s, to be honest with you. So we won't. The staff then. What was the under 23 staff? I hate this screen. Pedastro, he is the manager now of the under-23s. He might have been here for a couple of seasons, actually. I can't remember exactly when we gave him the job. Full-time contract, $6,500 a week. It's a lot of money for an under-21, under-23s coach. Started in 2032, and to be honest with you, I need to move my head to find out what the year is now. So I was the season before last. So we've done a decent job, though. I think. I mean, we'll have to check, to be honest with you. See what he's done in the league here. Oh, he hasn't done bits at all, really, has he? He's got 8 in the under-23s. We'll give him another season. We'll give him another season. Should we give him another season, or should we promote someone? That's a decision to make for next time. Guys, that's it for this week. Next week, we're going to be reviewing the next season. There might be a couple of finals. If there are any finals, we'll bring those to you as well. Mikel Arteta is going to be managing the whole season again. We want to... There's 4 episodes left, basically. 4 episodes left, basically. So we want to see how much we can complete this challenge of delegating everything out to the backroom staff. And yeah, we're going to go from there. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hundreds. I mean, there's a couple of things planned for FM21. The one thing is for sure, there will be regular content on the channel, so make sure you are subscribed. That notification bell is turned on so you get a ping every time our videos go live. Spoiler, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, and get yourself involved in Patreon, Twitter, Instagram. It's all going to be kicking off very, very soon. Thanks for watching. See you again.